Good morning, YouTube. Welcome to Home and Garden Fix and Tricks. My name is Nicole. Alright, if you see you hear my voice sound away, I just wake. Today is January 5th, and it's now is around 6:30 in the morning. And I'm outside in the garden. But sadly, it is not the garden that I want to talk to you about this morning. I want to talk to you about the Jamaican government, and as you can see from the title of the video, why Jamaica will continue to be a third world country. Well, I can't even show my face in this video, but people know me. Because as I say, I just wake. People, I I woke up this morning from around 4:30, and I could not go back to sleep because I was thinking deeply. Wasn't gonna make a video. Matter of fact, I wasn't gonna make a video on this particular topic. I was gonna make a video talking about rockauto, which is a automotive retail store in America. They sell car parts for American, British, and some European cars. But what I'm going to talk to you about this morning will include rockauto, but is not going to be exclusively about them. This video is going to be about the Jamaican government, specifically what is happening down at customs, right? I don't know if customs, maybe somebody can tell me, I don't know if customs is run independently of the Jamaican government and outside of the remit of the Ministry of Finance. I don't know if it's an independent private company. I don't know. But I think the time has come where we as Jamaicans, citizens, should really call on the government and the Ministry of Finance. And I hope that this video, because when I call and when I text and when I email major YouTubers sometimes, about maybe 2 years ago, nobody, when I call the media houses, nobody. Okay, sir, what you need to do is to contact us via email and we will get back to you. And those are the little plan lukewarm argument that you get when you call these media houses. People, the theme of this video this morning is who is protecting the Jamaican people? Who is protecting the Jamaican people? Remember that. That is the theme of this video. Who is protecting the Jamaican people? And I ask that because we are left to the mercy of those custom officers and those custom agents when we import things into Jamaica. You are left at the mercy of them. Nobody is there to protect you. There's nowhere that you can go to say, you know what? Let me seek some redress. I'm going to start this video this morning. I'm going to tell you a story. Something that took place about a week and a half ago, maybe 2 weeks ago. See this box? See it? rockauto.com. I have a Mazda motor car and it needed a particular part, right? What you call a belt tensioner. I'm going to open the box and show you. Bear with me, people. See it? This is a belt tensioner. This is what put tensions on the drive belt of the car. So it's a very essential piece of part rather. It's a very essential piece because this is what put tension on the drive belt to drive your things like your AC, your air conditioning unit, to drive your alternator, to charge your battery, all the accessories on your engine. This is what put tension on that belt to drive those components. So if this fail, you practically cannot drive your vehicle. All right? Mine fail. but not to the point where it can't drive, but it makes a lot of noise. And that is why I wanted to buy this. Bought it online for 76 US dollars from rockauto. 76 US dollars, that's roughly 13,000 Jamaican dollars. I mean, people might say no, because you have those set of people, they will always try to defend government and to defend corruption and to defend all type of bullshit. Why you never buy it in Jamaica? Why you never love to buy online? Why you never buy it in Jamaica? Well, the reason why I did not buy this in Jamaica is because the only place I could get this to buy is Bert's Auto in Kingston. When I called them, they didn't have the tensioner. The only part they have was this, which is the pulley. Right? Only that. As a matter of fact, it's just the bearings they have within the pulley. Not even the pulley, the complete pulley with the bearings. Only the bearings. And the bearings was for $6,500. Now look at the part again, See there. 3 components. You have the tensioner, the pulley itself, and the bearing, which is inside the pulley. Right? Mine, everything gone on my own. The one on the car, the tensioner gone, I feel, because the belt is wobbling. The pulley bearings gone. And only the pulley is good. So the only thing is on it is good is the pulley. So therefore, at that stage, you better just replace everything. $6,500 for the bearings alone. I don't want the bearings alone, so I did not buy it from them. Right? I asked them how much you normally sell it for. They said that they don't have any in stock, and the genuine usually sold for about 18,000 something dollars. This is for this. Remember now, I bought it online for little bit over $13,000, and that is to ship it into Jamaica. That includes shipping it into Jamaica. And this is an original part. So there and then I am saving approximately $4,000 just buying it online and actually shipping it into Jamaica. You get what I'm saying, people? Because this item here cost over 50 Jamaican dollars, because people, if you buy anything online that have a value of $50 or more, and that is it's not the value of the product. Let me clarify it. It's not the value of the product, as long as the invoice is $50 and more, and that will include shipping. So if the product is for $49 and the shipping is for $2, the overall invoice would have been $51. So that is going to attract duty at custom. Even though the value of the product is less than $50, as long as the shipping adds up with the total comes over $50, you're going to attract custom duties when you come to Jamaica. Thank God for places like ShipMe and all the other shipping mail pack, all the other shipping companies, because they are the real hero on the scene, where they give you a mailbox in the States so you can order stuff off Amazon and you can order stuff off eBay and you can get really good deals. Sometimes you get really good products below $50 and you can import them into Jamaica free of cost in terms of the customs. All you have to do is pay the shipping. Thanks for places like those, because as I said, who is protecting the Jamaican citizen? People, if you see the thing in Jamaica sell, for example, you see a phone I sell in Jamaica, like for example the latest iPhone now, you will see that phone selling in the United States for maybe 1,000 US, 1,200, 1,500 US, depending on the one that you want. And when you come to Jamaica, if you think that you're going to pay the equivalent, remember now, the Lime and the Flow and the Digicel, these people are big, they are huge, they can carry in 1,000 phones, 10,000 phones at a time. They can get them very cheap from the manufacturer or from a supplier, from wherever, right? And if you think they're going to come to Jamaica and you're going to get that phone for the equivalent, you make a sad mistake. The same phone that you could get for 1,000 US, that would be 150,000 Jamaican dollars. You have to have 250,000 Jamaican dollars. So the question is, If it is in the States for 1,000 Jamaican dollars and the exchange rate is really 150 something, to why you couldn't get it for 155,000, $160,000 out here? And if you're even going to put on a little markup, you maybe could have get it for 170. Why you have to be selling it for 250 and $230,000? Why you have to make an extra 80 or 70 or 60% on it? And the reason for that is customs. Customs and the wicked retailers in Jamaica. Because it's really a combination of the two. It's as if the Jamaican people is between a rock and a hard place. People, this, if it wasn't for my creativity to go around customs, because of how I carry it into the island, I would have to pay. Remember, the value of this is, I'm going to tell you the value of this now. This part is $76 on rockauto. And with the shipping and everything, it comes up to a little bit over $80. So custom is going to look at the value of it, including the shipping and everything, because as the invoice, they're going to do their calculation based on. And they're going to charge you anywhere from 60 to 80% on this item. I kid you not. So I paid a little bit over $12,000 for it. Maybe kind of round it off to 13. We don't want to, but just round it off to ease of mathematics and calculation. And customs, I would have to pay customs $8,000. $8,000 I would have to pay to customs to clear this. So when you add the $8,000 on top of the value of the product, which is $12,000, is $20,000. It's $20,000. So it might as well you go and buy it from Birds. Because they are telling me that they normally used to sell this for $16,000 and that is the old price. So if they have it in stock now, maybe Birds is going to sell it for $18,000, for $20,000, we don't know. So even though you could get the part in the state for a reasonable price, just taking it to Jamaica, you'd have to pay $8,000 on top of the part that you bought already. Custom just take the $8,000 out of mid-year. No explanation, no nothing. They just look at it and they will. And let me tell you something, you pay $8,000 today, and next week you buy the same part for the same price and you pay $9,000. So it depends on the person who is at customs and how them have them day was going. If them have a good day or not, you may get away with it. And if you have a bad day, you may get more. That is the haphazard manner in which the Jamaican system, government and custom, which is the gatekeeper of goods and services coming into the country. That's how we operate. $8,000. Now, listen to the problem now with this. Rockauto made a mistake. They sent me a tensioner that have a smooth pull. As a matter of fact, this is a totally different tensioner. It's totally different. This is for 2012 Subaru. I don't have a Subaru car, I have a Mazda car. So they made an error, which is acceptable, because guess what? People can make error, don't it? What is what you do when you make the error? When I contact them and tell them, number one, they don't have a phone number. So those persons who operate and using rockauto, they don't have a phone number where you could call customer service. You have to go through a help page and all these stupid things. When I finally find their emails and I email them, they reach out to me and tell me that they will pay for the return shipping, but they can only pay for the return shipping if the product is in the state. They cannot pay for it from Jamaica. So I'm stuck with the product. And you know why I can't return this for them to exchange? Because Jamaica, see the people here, I got post office. See them people. See them there. And we have our Prime Minister, we have our Minister of Finance, Nigel Clark. And these are the things that they should do to help the ordinary Jamaicans. The post office is going to charge me, see there, fast track. Because rockauto said I have to send it back before the 6th. It has to go back to America before the 6th of January. And today is the 5th And that is why I specifically tell you the date, right? The post office is going to charge me $6,800 to take back this part to Rock Auto. 6,800, and then they give me this custom decoration paper where I have to fill out the value of the product and all of this, right, along with the invoice for them to charge me again. See there? See the paper there? See there? See there? Commercial invoice. See it? For them to charge me again. So now, not only I have to pay for the shipping, but I have to pay customs again to get the product outside of Jamaica back to Rock Auto. So this is a net loss. So I reach out to them and I explain to them and say, listen, Rock Auto, I am aware of your return policy, and I know the intricacies of return and all of that and what it entails. However, I cannot return the item for you to exchange it because of where I am living and the exorbitant cost duties that I have to pay plus the shipping. They went ahead and they said, Mr. Makala, we will give you an invoice label. So they gave the email and invoice label for me. But the invoice label is going to only cover it from Miami to their warehouse in Alabama. They said they cannot cover the cost from Jamaica, and that is understandable. You know where I have a problem with Rock Auto? After I explained that to them, this one that they sent to me, this tension that they sent to me, the value of this tensioner on their website is $43. And the value of the one that I actually paid for is $76 something. I run it up to $78. I said to them, well, since I can't return this, and this is the product that I actually got, why can't you give me a rebate in terms of the additional funds that you already owe me? Because you would have owe me now. Why can't you give me a rebate of that money in the form of a store credit for me to make up back that 30 something that work out to about $34 or thereabout to buy another tensioner? They can't do that either. And when I told them that I would have my attorney contacting them, they blocked me. They blocked my email. Only get a notification to say you cannot receive email or whatever, cannot receive your email, whatever. Please contact their customer service online, whatever. That is the request that I got. So I can't email Rock Auto again, and there will be no contact with me. So I am left now with a Subaru belt tensioner that values 40 something US, and I already paid 70 something US for the product. So I am left with a lesser value. So even if I decided to, you know what, I'm going to sell this, I can't recoup my money. And that is why I say Jamaica is maybe one of the most stressful country on the earth. Because people, if I was in the state, I would have returned my belt tensioner, and I will return this belt tensioner. I would have received the one that I actually paid for, and I would move right along. My car would be fixed, and everybody would be happy. Rock Auto went to the point where they paid for a shipping label through FedEx Express. They paid for it and they send it to me via email, right? I have to give them credit for that. However, the shipping label is not going to cover from Jamaica. And if I should use, if I told you about $6,000 using the post office, if I should use FedEx to ship it, it will be even more. So I'm not going to, from Jamaica that is, I'm not even going to go there, right? But I am just telling you, these are some of the things that we have to be going through. Look at this again. This is another example. This is a watch. This is a Fitbit watch, right? Smartwatch. I bought this maybe 3 years ago. Bought it online for $119 US. $119 US. Which is maybe, at the time, a little bit below 15,000 at the time. Because of the exchange rate. And people, when this watch came to Jamaica, I had to pay customs $11,500. So I paid a little bit below $15,000 for the watch, and I have to pay $11,500 to clear it. Just to customs alone, I still have to pay me for the shipping, which is, it works out to be £1, which is what? Which is what? A pound is $6 US. So maybe $6 US, you do the math. Maybe a little bit over $1,000. So I still have to pay them for that. Plus I have to pay the government. But that is convenient. The shipping is not bad. For the pound, it is not bad. It's good business. I am not here bashing shipment and bashing all of them, even though they have separate, they have their own issues. But thank God for them. Because if it wasn't for them, where people could shop online outside of Jamaica, we will be at the mercy of these retailers in Jamaica. And they are wicked. And they are aided and abetted by the government of Jamaica and the customs organization. Because if you allow people, if you raise that minimum to say from $50 to $100, even to $150, if you buy $150 worth of item, you don't pay duties on it, right? But maybe I'm too ambitious. Put it at $100. My God, $100. Raise it from $50 where I could buy anything. I wouldn't be in any problem buying this belt tension online. I could buy it for 70 some because it would be less than $100, right? And I wouldn't have to pay any duty on it. You have to pay duty on it. If it is $1 over, you have to pay duty on it. And when you pay the duty on it, and it's like you're buying the item twice. So the person who is working is living in America and working in America. Their car have a problem. They bought this for their car once, $76. I buy the same thing because of where I am living, right? And the backward country that I was born in. I have to pay for it twice. But listen to the problem now. The person in America is already working 3 and 4 times the amount of money that I am working. So I am already at a disadvantage. And then the government further put me at a worse disadvantage by charging me twice. By making me pay twice for the same product. Teacher in the United States working, we go through this already, the people. Right? They're making an average of 3,500. Teachers in Jamaica make less than $1,000 US. Less than $1,000 US. And people going to, cost of living in the States is expensive. And it depends on where you live. Go to hell. People like you go to hell. Things expensive everywhere. Expensive is a relative term. Why am I have to pay for the things 2 and 3 times? We're all global citizens. If the thing is made in China, it simply means that it can reach Jamaica before it reach America. So don't tell me about shipping and don't tell me about it's all about the import cost that custom impose on people. And that is why the people in Jamaica have to be selling their things so expensive, because when you import it, you pay a arm and a leg for it. Some of the big corporations don't really pay it because they get to go around customs. Because they know the intricacies of the law and them have them big top lawyers. So they get around it. They go around it. But at the end of the day, they still charge you as if they pay the custom duty. The price that they charge you is still reflecting as if they pay the custom duty. The same thing with motor cars. A man can buy a car from Japan, all the way from Japan, from the next side of the earth. And then buy it for 4,000 US dollars, including freight costs. And them carried come to Jamaica for 4,000 US dollars, which is a little bit over 600,000 Jamaican dollars. And when him come here with the 2015 or 2014 Toyota Pro Box, which is the cheapest car Toyota make, one of the cheapest car Toyota make. And when him come here with it, him sell it for $1.5 million or $1.2 million in doubling money. Him doubling money. And people, that is why everybody and them friend and their mother and their uncle are going to car business. Everywhere you look, you see one look a car business are set up. Because as a man have a money, so hey dog, you know, so you can go down to say you have a link of customs in a man, you can buy a car, man, and you can flip it, man. And as him have a 500,000, so him buy one car and he come to Jamaica and him flip it and he make one other 500 and him buy one other one, and before you know it, he make a car mart. While ordinary Jamaicans are suffer. The ordinary Jamaicans are suffer. You have to buy a car, one of the cheapest car with Toyota make from Japan for 4,000 US, 5,000 US, 6,000 US, and when you come to Jamaica, they sell about the same car for nearly $2 million. Who, and I ask a question, who is protecting the Jamaican citizen? Who is protecting the poor? Now my car is out of a belt tensioner because, as I said, I am stuck with a Subaru belt tensioner that I don't know who have a Subaru that can buy it off me. And I don't have my product. I paid 76, 78 US dollars plus shipping. Little bit over $80. Right? Which is roughly what? If you do the exchange rate, that is roughly what? $13,000-14,000 Jamaican. I spent and can't get value for my money. Can't get value. As a matter of fact, I don't get nothing at all for my money. Not even value. I can't get nothing. My money is down in the drain. Nothing on this can work on my car. So therefore I have to plan now to go and buy it. And rockauto with for them bright self black me. And all I was saying to them, since I understand that you can't pay for the shipping, I understand that. But give me the difference in value. Because you know you made a mistake. Because I take videos, I take photographs and everything, and I show them that the number on the box is different from the number on the part. The number on the box is what I paid for, but the one on the part itself is an incorrect. So it's a misbox. They misbox the item. Their own fault. And I don't have to suffer for it because of where I was born and where I choose to live. Jamaican people are some of the most stressed people on the earth. If you go out on the road, you're stressed because you put on 4 brand new tires and drive out the sun. A patrol and you swerve on it and boom, you're like a man vehicle. Or you're dropping at the patrol and one tire bus. And you have to go patch it or you have to go replace it and buy a brand new tire. Or you look out the front end parts and you have to go replace the front end parts. And you have to go align your vehicle for how much thousands of dollars. Because of one patrol. And the bad thing about it, anywhere else you live, you could have sued the government. You can't sue nobody down here because there's no accountability. Some of the worst roads at Jamaica right there. You're there, your yard. JPS can come and cut off your light anytime. You just $1,000. Your bill come to $8,000, you pay $7,000. JPS cut off your light. Because they can cut it off remotely now. You just go down your things, your light gone, and when you realize your neighbor have light and you don't have none. Same thing with your water. Some of the most stressed people are living here in this country. You can't get any security. Man kick off your door, rape your wife in front of you, tie you up, kick you in your face, gun butt you. And that is the good thing. Because worst case scenario, then can kill you. And take what you have. This is where we live. And then people are come tell me about, oh, this kind of things happen everywhere. Happen everywhere, my ass. Happen everywhere, where? Where I am a working man, hard working man, and I bought a part online. Right? And I paid the duty already. Well, me never really paid, me grow on it. But under normal circumstances, me would have to pay the duty and the part. But because me have creative ways of getting the parts here. And one of those way me tell you is, if you have nobody that come to Jamaica, you ask them to carry it in a suitcase for you. But then carry it down, and if they catch them with it when they come in at customs, you know where it go. Them are going to charge them. So I saw you have to do it. When you ship it go to Miami, you make them pick it up. Or you ship it to somebody who's wherever in the States and make them carry it down when they come down. If I once a year or twice a year, they come to Jamaica. These are some of the ways. And that is why Jamaican people are so cunning and so creative. Because we have to go around the system. Because if you follow the system, it's frustrate you. If you want a driver's license, you say, yeah, you're going to drive for your driver's license, frustrate you. Then fail you. Then do all type of things. Because they want you to come on and buy the license from them. You pay for the license already to the government, you know. You pay for the license from the government, you know, and you have to go around and pay the examiner $25,000, $30,000, $40,000 to get your license. Because if you try to go the normal way, the right way, then fail you. The first time I went for my driver's license, my daddy laughed after me. And the sad thing is, and the irony is, my father is a police. And the man laugh after me and say, you're not going to get it. And he's a police officer. Him say, you're not going to get it. And I laugh after daddy too. And say, a joke you make, man. Me a bright youth. I can go drive for my license. And of course, I go and drive for it. Drive for it. When I finish, the man said to me, say, you park where you make over there, so you know, your wheel protrude from under your fender. And I go feel you for that. Just because my park and my wheel kind of protrude. You know when you park and your wheel kind of protrude out from under your man say, your wheel supposed to straight. And he's going to fail me for that. And the man failed me and said, come back 2 weeks. And the way me demotivated, I did not go back until 2 years. 2 years me go back after. You know, see it? Welcome to Jamaica. They're not telling you these things on the tourist board or on your favorite YouTube channel. Them telling you how Jamaica nice, man. Yeah, man. Land of food and water, man. Yeah, man, the best place to live. It's not true. It's not true. It's a nice country we're living in. But the way how the system is set up is to frustrate you to the point where you feel like you commit suicide and kill your damn self. It frustrates you. Everything in Jamaica is difficult. If you go to the bank to do business, that's a whole different story. If you go to the tax office to do business, it's Corona time. I went to the tax office out in Old Harbour, and they have the people that say you can't come in at the building, you have to stand up outside. And they don't make no provisions for the people to stay outside. You have to make a long line in the sun. If rain fall, you have to go in your car, those who have car. If not, you can't go to the tax office. And I thought the government of Jamaica could have provided tents for these entities. You know, see it? And some of these entities, the way they are run, you can't even blame government sometimes. You have to blame the same technocrats who are running these places, right? These public sector workers who are running these entities. They run them as if they're in yard. Them they run them like a business. You have the people out there in the sun. So you're so frustrated and hot by the time you're going to the place. You're sweaty and you just feel demotivated. The queue them have out there long, 10, 15, somebody in front of you. And that's how we choose to do business. To frustrate the Jamaican people at a very different level. Customs, a man send you a barrel a wear and left clothes. Because some people wear the clothes 1 time, 2 times, and it's still in a good condition. And you're Jamaican, and man say, me have some clothes out here, and I send some clothes for some people at Jamaica, you know. And you go collect a barrel with the clothes them in it. You boot them and the 2 pants and the 2 shirts. And custom tell us you have to pay custom duty. You have to pay duty on it. And I wear and left. And a brand new clothes. And them have a style to go through your things and dig up and go online and go look on the value of it. I bought a bag online using the bid feature and eBay. And I bid. Yes, it's a nice leather bag. It was a Coach bag. Nice leather. And it looks good. But guess what? Sometimes you win and sometimes you lose on eBay. Those who people who shop on it know me at all about. And that the day them a bingo. Because I've been watching the item and I say, you know, this is a good product and I'm going to gamble it. And I'm going to buy the bag. Nice leather Coach bag. Still have it in my house there. And when the bag come to Jamaica, custom write me, email me and say, the value that is attached to the product does not reflect the true value of the product. I kid you not. Even though them say, no, if you provide your invoice and I provided my invoice, the bag was less than $50. And they are telling me that when they go online to look at the bag value over $600 US. And that's what they want to charge me. I have to say, no. That is what I actually bid for it. And that is what I paid for the bag. That is my invoice. I saw the people enough and you know. Nothing but one like a big chop. I don't want to say nothing, you know. But nothing but one woman and one man. Don't a custom city bag and know so it's a quality bag. And say, no man, this bag can't go for that, man. No man, so can't go for that. And guess what? If them tell you, say, you have to pay these exorbitant fee and you don't go, them same one take the product. Them same one take the product or them calling them friends. You can take it and give them a little and nothing and use it as hustling and sell it back. Because sometimes they tell you some figures and you say to yourself, so you're not going to pay it. Because if I pay $30 for the bag and you're going to tell me that I need to pay 200 or 250 US, I am not going to pay it. I'm going to say keep it. And that's what they do. And frustrate the people them. To call in them friend. To come and buy it off or them take it and go sell it back to them friend. Hustling. Jamaica is a hustling place. It's a hustle. And everybody hustle each other. The government hustle we. And we sometimes hustle the government. It's sad. It's in a sad case of affair. Sad state of affair, I am telling the people. And Jamaican people need to talk. And they need to band together. And demand change because this can't be business as usual. These retailers are not looking at the interest of the Jamaican people. They are looking at the interest of their bank account. They are not paying the workers good. And when they import these things, they sell them at exorbitant prices. The same thing with Toyota Jamaica, the same thing with ATL Honda. Sometimes I wonder where Jamaican people have money from to buy these vehicles. The vehicles are selling in the United States for 35,000 US, 25,000 US dollars. And when they come to Jamaica, the same vehicle that you can get in the US for 35,000, you're getting it here for $60,000 or for 50,000 US dollars. What's the difference? And the ship actually reached Jamaica before it reached America with the carry them. Based on where Jamaica is located in terms of transshipment logistics, the ship actually can come to Jamaica before it reach America. So I don't know from Japan that is some of the vehicles, because not every vehicle that is sold in America made in America. Some of them is made in Japan. So some of these vehicles actually could reach Jamaican shores before they reach to the United States. Yet still when they reach to the United States, they have a thing what they call MSRP, manufacturer suggested retail price. The MSRP for the vehicle from the company who make it is like 30,000 US dollars. As the US dollar is a global currency. And when it reaches Jamaica, if you think you're going to pay the 30,000 equivalent, or even a 35,000 equivalent, or even 40,000, you have to pay 60 and 55,000 for the same vehicle. And I can't say that, but the fool Jamaican people, them still buy it. Them still buy it. And them feel big. Oh, I bought a brand new car. Damn stupid. Because if you're living in Jamaica and if you're buying brand new cars using ATL and using Toyota Jamaica and all of these places that sell that what they call dealership, you're damn stupid. It would be far better if you wait until some stupid people buy them vehicle new and ready to sell it back where it have a considerable depreciation in value. You will actually get a better value. But if you think you're going to pay $8 million and $15 million for a brand new car, and when you're ready to sell it in 5 years, you think you're going to get anything near it, you make a sad mistake. Because these same dealers, if you carry back that vehicle to them, they're not going to give you a good enough value in terms of your equity. They're going to tell you, oh, this vehicle is 5 years old, and this is that, and that is that. And that is when they're going to throw the book at you. Right? It is sad. It is just sad all the way around. And that is why I implore you people, Jamaican people, live simple, because this is the best way to go. It is the best way to go. Live as simple as possible you can live. Right? Don't go out there and buy the flashiest of car and the flashiest of house and the flashiest of things. Those things are nice, yes. But those things are just wasting your money most of the time. You're just wasting your money. Right? My car is not a flashy car. And still, it costs me a arm and a leg. Because of the system. The system. Every part that I bought online for my vehicle, if I buy them in Jamaica, I will pay 2 times and sometimes 1.5 times the value. Anyhow I buy them at Jamaica, that is the amount of money you're going to pay. And I wonder if the Minister of Finance is aware, but they must aware. But I think that they just don't care. And that is why I asked the question, who is protecting the Jamaican people? Because I heard this argument all the time when you talk and you say the custom duty can be cheaper. These so-called bossy slave Jamaicans, most of them, they are foreign. You guys, customs and irrigation and immigration charges everywhere in the world, and that is their talk, everywhere in the world, not only Jamaica. And the reason why they do it, they have to protect the Jamaican sellers and the retailers. But the question is, who is protecting the Jamaican citizens? The poor man and the woman on the road who want an item on Amazon for $20. Or for $48. Don't go back to school time. Not for we are buy online. A shop for children them. You see a bag, the bag is online for $35, but the shipping are gonna bring it up to $51. And you have to pay for the bag twice. Just because the item is for that. And Amazon have a thing now where you can just buy a couple items and they bundle them together and give you one shipping. you can't take advantage of that as a Jamaican, because once you take advantage of that and the invoice is over $50, so you want to buy 4 items, you can't buy the 4 items one time, because if you buy the 4 items one time and then ship them one time, it will come over $50. So you have to get customs that go charge you. You have to buy one today, wait 2 more days before you buy another one again. You have to be living like a peasant. You have to be living like a peasant. You can't live like an ordinary citizen. And that's why when some of us go away and we leave Jamaica and we experience other country, we don't want to come back. We don't want to come back, yes, sir. And the only reason why some of us want to come back is to enjoy the environment, not necessarily to enjoy the facilities of the country, the services of the country. We don't come back to Jamaica if we can enjoy the Jamaican services. They might enjoy Jamaican land, wood and water, and family and friends, good friends, and that then come back here for. Then they come back here if you can enjoy our government, because the government, if you even as a returning resident, you can't carry in your car where you did have America or where you did have wherever I live. You're supposed to can carry in every God almighty thing come here. Tax free. They not do that for returning resident. You see, because they don't value people. They don't value people. And I'm wondering how this two party, the PNP and the Jamaica Labour Party, how them continue to win election year after year after year after year, having these failures, pan top of failures, pan top of failures, pan top of failures. Why? They have a saying, that the people deserve the government that they have. I repeat it, the people deserve the government that they have, and I think the Jamaican people really and truly deserve the JLP and the PNP, because you have some people now, I am telling you, they're going to hit this dislike button. They're going to dislike the video and they're going to come in the comment section and they're going to find excuse why the government can't do it and why the government can't do it. But it's not Jamaica. Let me say it this way. Jamaica, what is happening in Jamaica in terms of fees and these things, other countries not charge these things. Other places not charge these things, these exorbitant fees. And nobody's here saying that the custom not charge, because it's a service that they are providing. But my guy, you don't have to charge 60 to 80% of the value. You don't have to charge 60 to 80% of the value. You don't have to. At the end of the day, if Jamaican citizens buy $80 million worth of goods overseas, the Jamaica, 100 million is for mathematics. If we bought $100 million worth of goods overseas, you pay the custom services in Jamaica can collect 60 million. 80 million and then collect 60 out of it. Because of custom. And the dollar, every day the dollar get weaker and weaker and weaker and weaker, the Jamaican dollar that is. And they can't see fit to say, you know what, we're going to raise the minimum threshold now to $100. They can't move it from $50. How long now it there $50? From Johnny was a boy. You can't move from $50 to $100 now. So we can be able to free up some more Jamaicans. We can be able to buy online using these facilities and escape the terrible jaws of these wicked retailers. We not call them out, you know. We don't call them out as we should, you know. And that is why we have to give thanks to the Chinaman. That is why the Chinaman come to Jamaica and make so much money. Because him come here with an inferior product, but him sell it cheaper, so we Jamaican people end up buy it. But if you buy the right product, they make it so hard for you to buy it. So the Chinaman just come in and fill the gap there. And that is why they must survive so much. You can't even to blame them. Because they are feeling a need for the Jamaican people where that need could have been filled otherwise. Only if I say the government only facilitate corruption. The government is a vehicle, the Jamaican government system is a vehicle to drive corruption. In every facet of life. Same way they do it with the road fixing. Them come out and then give them friend the contract and the road no make good, then get a subpar material or you know what I mean? Inferior material, and they use it on the road, and then 2 months time the road mash up. The road to my school now, where I work, it was fixed in 2019. That road completed December 2019. And now it's a little bit past December 2020, now January. 2 years. And the road mash up already. 2 years. It mash up already. And that is the road now where me have to go drive on every day if you go to work. We're going to mash up every front end parts on your vehicle, and parts not cheap. And tire. And cause accident. Because I would say maybe 60% of the road fatalities in Jamaica is really caused by the Jamaican government. And the Jamaican government cause it. Because you're driving in Jamaica and it come like it's a obstacle course you're in. It come like it's a obstacle course. You have your driver and you have your side patrol and you have your side other car and you have your side pedestrian and you have your side. Because most of the times of the improper road surfaces, your driver go down and before out of nowhere one patrol appear. And sometimes these are not even patrol, these are craters we are talking about. If you're dropping at them to ras, your vehicle mash up. And you go to turn over and kill yourself. So you have to swerve out right, and by the time you swerve out, you end up in a one truck or you end up in a one other car. Or you lick down somebody. And you're going to prison for manslaughter. Jamaica is one of the most stressful countries on earth. It's just the truth. And the people that live daily. And they are more stressed and they only come on social media and they talk. It's time for action now, people. Share the video so more people can know what go on and get them riled up. For we demand some change. Make we demand some change. Because it can't be business as usual. It cannot be business as usual. See there? Me lose. And there are a lot more people out there right now who have things at customs and can't pay for it. Right now, me have two can of paint what me can't pay for. Because I buy them for $55. Right? And matter of fact, the value of them was for $55. I bought the items originally for 20 something US. And when the product come to Jamaica, I never pay no duty. And I reach out to the manufacturer because it's not what I actually ordered I receive. And they send me these two as compliment. You see how some retailer different than some business. They send me these two paint as compliment and say, Mr. McCullough, we're sorry and whatever. And they send me these two as a complimentary gift. Right? And when they come, custom go in their box and say, them value more than the amount. Because I give them the original invoice that I purchased. And they say them value more. And of course them value more. When they go on the people on the website, them value more. But I got them as a gift and then still charge me the duty. They still charge me the duty $5,500 and a $55 US them value actually upon the side. And customer charge me $5,500 and I don't have the money to clear it. $5,500 and I pay. And the value of the items was $55. Even though at $20 I pay for them. Because the people they make the error and they must send me them to them flagship product for they value $55. They are just giving it to me basically. As a form of promotion and a form of good corporate citizens and all of these things. Because every company stand like I want them at Jamaica when I have no customer service. You can't return an item, you can't carry it back or exchange it because they tell us, oh, you use it already, you can't do so, you can't do that, you can't do that. That's how we operate here. We don't have no customer service. You go to this government organization, it's the same thing. They treat you like shit. Nobody's there to say, come over here, Mr. McCullough, welcome to this and that, and this is how you do it and take. They might deal with you and they might deal with you puffed up and they might deal with you like say, boy, yeah, beg them something. That's how we deal with people out there, so. You know, see it. And then man I can talk about, yeah man, Jamaica no problem. No problem what? Jamaica pure problem. That they must change it now and say, Jamaica pure problem. And that's the truth. And those of you who know say truth me attack, you can't go around it, you know, because you have to identify say truth. You know, see it. You can't only go and deny it. But you know deep down say true. Until it reach you, some of you, if you know what I'm going to talk about, because some of you too no big and don't have links, and don't have no politician friend who can carry in certain things, who no duty free and no get it. Who no go abide by the normal laws and rules and regulations of the country, so you don't know what go on. You don't see it. And you give excuse for these politicians over and over and over and over and over and over while your life. You think politicians pay tax and for them pay tax? Because they can fly out go to Miami. Because they have their address over there. Them have a blouse and skirt address in Miami where them live. Or where them friend live. You see that where them woman live. Or where them family live. Where them can go fly out. Harder with them for hard and carrying them barrels load of things or them container. Sometimes a container them bring in. And for them container not get checked. And you don't know what they carrying in the country. Whether it be guns, ammunition, contraband. You don't know. That's how them operate. But the law is only set to pressure the normal man like me and you. You see it. One politician did said it very eloquently that the law is not a shuttle. It's a tool for social engineering. Remember that politician there? Commented down in the comment section if you don't know what I'm talking about. Him said the law is not a shuttle. It's a tool for social engineering. And that's exactly what they have been doing. Social engineering the Jamaican people over and over and over and over and over and over and over. Meaning that the law not did if it bound you. They are not bounded by the law. This is the state of Jamaica. And we have to tell it like it is. It is now January 5th, 5 days since the year start. And look on the Jamaica murder rate already. In a one parish, you have 2 days worth of double murder. Double murder today, double murder tomorrow. That are 4 people within 1 day period. Within 2 day period. And the year just start. I go out the sun now, and one time a man used to say, but I'm afraid to walk at night because of dopey. You used to afraid of dopey, now you have to afraid of gunman, thief, robbers, scammers, and them you have to afraid of now. No longer the days when people say they're afraid of dopey anymore. Now I'm a gunman you have to afraid of. And if you as a Jamaican citizen want a gun to protect yourself, or you feel like your life is threatened because enough time we go out there and we have a rights and we have to give it away, you know. Because if you stand up for your rights in a Jamaica, brother, you come like you're wrong, you know. A man ready for threaten you and a man ready for say I come burn down your house, you know. And it's quick to find a man nowadays after you go up on social media and you know where you live and you go page him. That is the sad situation where we live in. That is the sad reality where we're living in a Jamaica now. You can't even talk for your rights again. Maybe a toll booth there and a man just slide in and nearly mash up my car. And I couldn't do nothing. Now for just making go on. Now see it. Now in Toyota markets. Yeah. Ready to mash up my car at the toll because I'm now wait. That's how indisciplined we are. And there's nothing I could do. I couldn't even talk to him because I talk to him, gonna get my face bust. And if a man threatening you and you feel like you're threatening your life, threatening you want to protect yourself, you can't go down a firearm at Life's Authority and ask for a registration, for an application form and get it, and apply and get a gun. They're going to tell you say you have to need bank statement and you have to have big bank account and you have to have asset and you have to have house and you have to have car if you get a gun. By the time you get that the license, if you get that the gun and buy like a rounds put in it and go arrange 2 times, then kill you already and your dead body then fine. And sadly, we can't call the police when anything happen. 2009 when they thief my car. When they broke my house, a country. Me couldn't call the police. When I call the police tell me say, them they have no car. So if me can drive, come up there. He will come with me and see what we can do. And I tell the man say that morning, kind of make no sense. And me have to take it up on my head and go drive around the place and I look to see if me see criminal them. Me couldn't see them. I then hide in a bush. If me did have a firearm, maybe me could have walked in a bush and maybe me could have called to my friend them and maybe could have go hunt them down and find them. I have to take up a line of your own. So if you can't get the people the means of protecting themselves as a country, this is where Jamaica fail again, you know. And this is where the Prime Minister of the country is supposed to be embarrassed like a dog. Where you have a country where the citizens cannot be protected by the police, but the police can't protect them. And you're not giving the citizens the means of protecting themselves. But look on this and look on what I tell you. As a man turn a councillor, so him not go to college, him not go to nothing. Him just want to run one politician 2 times and one MP 2 times and people like him. And you hear say I'm a councillor. Can't string couple sentences properly. But him a councillor. And as him be a councillor, so you see him start drive the biggest car and you see house start go up and you see shop start build up and you see all type of things start do. And you see all type of girls start check him. And when you look on him waistband, you see bulge up. Have a firearm. But you as a teacher, you as a police officer, you as a nurse, or you as a little man, a little farmer. Look what happened when they kill the farmer them out there in the bush. Every farmer in Jamaica is supposed to have a shotgun. Every farmer is supposed to have a shotgun in Jamaica to protect themselves and them property. And what the government do? What the government do? They make sure it's easy for them friend them get it. But you, the ordinary citizen, can't get it. So they find you tie up as a farmer in a bush. Mutilated. Just like how them kill an animal. So it's a message the criminal them send. And the Jamaican government don't realize that. And the police don't realize that. And the Minister of Security don't realize that. And the opposition them don't realize that. And the private sector organization they don't realize that. Yet still you are telling younger generation, because I'm an agriculture teacher, you are telling us as educators to drive the sector in terms of interest and have more young people coming into the sector. How me can tell a student we got to become a farmer now? I must say to boy, so I can't turn the farmer because they kill the farmer them, you know, and you know me how to protect myself. There's no way to protect yourself. You can't go out there and get a firearm. You have to have links. Because if just like a driver's license, if you go, then find every way in a book for failure. Because them know the ins and out. Until you can come either give them more money to get it, or you have to go just wait, or you have to go know somebody in the government, in a politician, friend, a councillor, or MP friend to carry you in to get it. You know, see it. And when Trump, that's why I have to rate Trump. When Trump said Jamaica, I say Jamaica, but when he said countries like Jamaica, a shithole country, we vex. We go up in our feelings because we're emotional. We don't think. But really and truly, it is. Countries like Jamaica is really a shithole country. Him did never say shithole, him say hessole. It is really a hessole country, but at the same thing. It's really. Because when you have these things happening in a country like that, man, a matter of fact, that's a good description. It could have gone way worse. It could have gone way worse. You don't see it. But it's because of his America said why we feel so. Because we see him one said too, you know. We see him one say it. But what are we going to do about it? See the UIC party president there. Him come out and him a beseech and a beg Jamaicans to give him party a try. Well, let us see how many are we are going to vote for the UIC. Because I know some are going to vote for them because I am not voting. First time I vote a JLP, I vote for. Never vote for the PMP before. Right? Because I never say PMP has nothing in Jamaica, as a driver, have no economic growth and nothing. And I say when Bruce Golding come around, I say I go vote, and that was the first time I vote. And when the man stepped down because of how they set him up and how they deal, I say I nah vote back, you know. You know, see it? And me none could never vote for Andrew Wallace. It's just the truth. I could never vote for him. Even though I did vote for him one time. Yeah, I did vote for him, but it's not really him I did vote for. And that is what wrong with our system. And the MP I did vote for. I've never seen him as no leader and no prime minister. But you know, if you vote for the MPs, I vote for the prime minister because of our system. You can't even vote for your independent MP anymore. You have to vote for your party. You know, see, that is what the problem we need to change in Jamaica. But me never vote in the last election. I mean, I go vote again. And if me even vote in the next election, that the UIC me I go vote for. And them me I go give my vote. Even though I dash me, I go dash you. I go dash you upon the UIC because I know it's a Jamaican people not going to vote them in because we always a bag of mouth. We now get up and demand a change like our other country get up and demand change. You only talk a 9-day wonder and the politician then well aware that and know so we have a bunch of coward and fool people. That is why they treat us so. We talk today and come like we have blows and skirt, low up and bad memory. Nothing sink in a deep memory. As we talk about it today and we upset and we rile up tomorrow, we forget about them. And when election time come, then buy curry goat and trick majority away. You know, see it? Well, not the majority, the minority will vote for them. Trick them because the last election, less than 30% of the populace, of the persons who are qualified to vote, actually voted. So, really and truly, the government is illegitimate. It's just by way of constitutional why then we are considered a legitimate government. But if you look upon it in terms of the overall, it's that the majority of the country vote for them and they must aware of that. So when them doing things, they must do it in and have that in mind. So it's not the majority of Jamaicans vote for we or vote for them. You know, see it. But as they say, a win is a win. A win is a win. But if I was the Prime Minister, I would be ashamed of myself knowing say I never get the majority of the people to vote for me. So these things that I am doing, I have to tread carefully. But them not have the shame. Because one of the things with politicians is that then shame tree dead. Because me could never be a politician, you know. Me could never be a politician in a Jamaica. Because if me a politician, I'm ashamed. There are certain things where I'm ashamed, so I have to step down. You know, see it. Me couldn't be a politician proud. Just like how the police have a stigma with them, politicians have that stigma too. And pastor. The 3P. They have a big stigma. Even though it's not the reality, you know, but the stigma attached to them. As if you turn politicians like you're tainted. And it shouldn't be. It shouldn't be. Because at the end of the day, it's a system where them try to protect. And not even much them parties, the system, and that is the corruption system. Because both parties for it, you know. As what the great Muta Baruka say, you know. The JLP and the PMP come like a coin, flipping a coin. It's like the two different sides of the same coin. If you flip head or tail, whichever one you get, it's not going to change. It's not going to change. And until you realize after 77 years of these two political parties, no, Jamaica has not progressed economically, socially, politically, educationally. None of the all of them. A backward we are going. When I look at boy, we used to have pipe, one thing when the name stand pipe, where you go collect water. A endless amount of water used to run at that. When you turn on the pressure, I go bust the pipe. The only reason why we never have water cool, so we never have no pipe to connect to it to run off the house. So we got the stand pipe to catch the water, and it was fun. No, not even the stand did they much less the pipe. Not even the stand did they much less the pipe. I truck them if you truck water now in a communities, in a rural Jamaica. Truck water, and if the truck no come, you don't get no water. But as me say, it's like Jamaican people, they might get backward because in those days, we did still have a tank where you could have do water catchment. And now it's like nobody now do no water catchment again. Very few houses in the country where we get rainfall, I do water catchment. And I depend on the system. After we become independent of the system, because the system not did to protect we. Again, me say, who is protecting the Jamaican citizen? That is the question, that is the theme. Who is protecting the Jamaican citizen? Nobody is there because the government does not have our interest. And private organization don't have our interest. And public corporation, the banks and those big guys. The only thing them tell you, see the bank at Jamaica, the big man there, when they Michael Leachin, you see him big something when buy, see being big yet. While most of the NCB customers right now are face problem in terms of service charge and all these things. You apply for your loan and when you go into the bank, them deal like it's a piece of shit. That's how they deal with people at the bank, especially the whole Harbour branch. They load them up. When you go down the so, one specific woman in your under so, not at the back of the bank there. When they deal like a piece of crap, you go in there, this, you're pissed up, don't look too good, you don't look too good. And you have money on your place. Tell me if you can get the loan, yes or no. And you have your string you out. That's how they deal with you. But the president or whosoever be or the chairman or the bank or whatever, the owner of the bank, he can go buy a big yacht off of the customers them. Then charge you all type of sitting them fine. For charge you for all type of sitting them give people. And try like a credit card. You know, say the person don't have a financial whereabout to deal with a credit card, but you're quick to give them a credit card, but you don't want to give them a loan to buy a house. So if me can pay a credit card bill of $40,000 a month or $30,000 a month, why you don't give me a mortgage? No, you're not going to give me a mortgage because you know, so I'm going to have equity in it and I'm going to have asset. So they are not for you. I am telling you, they are not for you. They are not going to give you a mortgage to buy the house. But they quick to give you a credit card, people. If they put you in a bankruptcy and embarrass you. So who is protecting the Jamaican people? We have to start protect ourselves. We have to start look out for ourselves, and we have to start tell these politicians to go to hell. The COVID come and then blame it. I'm have to call a name that come no one in my video. So big C come and them say, oh, it is the poor class of people that spread it on the corner shop and these set of people. And we, you know, say everything them blame we. A party at these little get together, but at the same time, when Floyd Green and him friend them go cheer up and no nonsense, they and a bus champagne and a big party, nothing never come out of it. If Jamaican citizens never come out and have the uproar, you see how powerful? If you never come out and demand something, them wouldn't release him. I mean, no say they release him, but that is temporarily. Them as soon as they put him somewhere else. Because in Jamaica, there's no accountability. Look who are going to the Ministry of Education. How much money they rob up. Look who are going to nutrition products. Look how much money they rob up. Look who are going to rural weed. Much money they rob up. Who is being accountable? When you look on them, you can just see money all over them. All the expensive things, them you can see them. I enjoy it. While the poor class of Jamaica have to work for a minimum wage of $7,200 per month. Per week. $7,200 per week, which is less than $40. You know, say that is a disgrace. How can a person function with $7,000 per week? I remember, you know, a person that work for that per week, you know, means that them are getting, because most of them, when they get that, they have to pay taxi fare outside. They have to pay lunch money outside. So by the time maybe a $3,000 they end up with, or $2,500, depends on where they live. So who can really survive on that? And that is why in Jamaica you have so much scammer. And when I give no excuse for them, but when I say scam, I mean the one that I scam international people, but I mean everybody have to scam everybody. You can't find a good girl anymore in Jamaica to rock her wages. As a man, you look at a woman and the first thing, buy me a phone card, no buy me this, no buy me that, no buy me this, no buy me this, no. Put on my service, no put on me that, no. Nobody not genuinely like nobody again. Everybody like people where they can get and where they can hustle. So you have one little young girl just left high school, 16 years old, and they have 4 different men. One man a parent, one man a this, one man a that, one man a that. You don't see problem. You don't see problem. Everybody have to hustle. Because it just can't add up. If you have one man for pay your light, one man for pay your water, one man for pay your rent, one man for do our nails, one man for do that. It's a sick thing. You see it. But people, I hope you watch a video and it's long enough, but I edit it out. I not edit out nothing, I not change nothing. So who watch it, watch it. Who don't want to watch it, I just search it go. But I open to watch it, I'm open to share it, I'm open to like it. I'm open to call to action. I hope this is a call to action where me I wake up a lot of people, especially those who live in the diaspora. You see what go on in Jamaica for demand more of them politicians them. And I see it. And those people who there was 70 or 65% of the population, the Jamaican voting populace, who did not vote in the last election. And you me a call to action now. This video is reaching out to you to give the UIC a chance. Let us give them a chance. Just like how the Barbados give me a Matley a chance. Let us give this gentleman, Mr. Pattison, right? From the UIC, let us give him a chance in Jamaica right now. Let us make him be our Jamaican Mia Matley. Our Jamaican Lee Kuan Yew. Let us give them a chance because if you flip the coin at either head or tail and it's the same side of the same coin you're going to get and you're not going to get no change. You're not going to get no difference. It's the same problem. The same old story you're going to get every time. And nothing now going to change. In the words of Peter Tosh, all we need is equal rights and justice. That's all we need. We need equal rights and justice at all levels. That's all. Because when me settle for this now, 2012, those persons, 2.5 boxer engine. See it? 2012 Subaru, I think Subaru, any one of the Subaru, them will have a 2.5 boxer engine. At this, now nobody to sell it to recoup my fund. I'm stuck with a part where I can't use. You see it? And rockauto block me. Can't communicate with them via email anymore. The only thing I can do now, I try to send it back. And I can't send it back to the 5th, tomorrow the 6th. And they already give me up to the 6th. And I can't afford to go pay 6,800 to post office plus maybe one of that 7 or one of that 8,000 to customs to send it back. I can't afford that. That's a double loot. That's a double loss. Every time I just count me last right now and let me rust clad tail and just know say I eat that. Just call it a day. I eat that. But I just saw the thing said people. Yeah man. Well, take care of yourself. I'm gone. Bless up.